You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Welcome to another week here at the Miller Electric Center, the Jags headquarters, as OTAs continue minicamp coming up next week for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we get to talk some football here in the summer. And happy June 1st. Could we see a deadline move? Well, or a post-June 1 move, trade, cut. Well, guess what? Eric Armstead is out there. So anybody who thought that was going to happen, I don't think, at least not yet. He is out on the practice field with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Hines-Allen is back as well. And hey, I'm back too. Brent Martineau along with Austen Lane Jason Hamby on a Monday. And any significance? Let's jump right into it, Austen, to see Eric Armstead out there, or no surprise?
Zero surprise. You know, we kind of broke this down last week, me and Hamby did, and I just don't think that you have the depth right now to let a guy like Eric Armstead go unless there's some grand master plan, which I'm not sure what that would be. So as long as there's no trade or any trade rumors, anything like that, even if there was trade rumors, that's probably a bad sign. Jaguars move in silence. No, I mean, I'm not surprised whatsoever. They need Eric Armstead on this defensive line.
Yeah, you guys were out there here last week. They were supposed to go in the afternoon today. Might have been out here again, but then moved it up in the morning, I think probably due to weather. And the weather's beautiful, 75 and overcast, and so wonderful conditions to practice in if you're a player. So we are talking to a bunch of guys today. We'll have that for you the rest of the week. Some other quick observations from me. First passes, they just got into their 7-on-7 stuff just moments ago before I came up here to the media room. And first pass to Parker Washington, then a bomb to Brian Thomas Jr. We're going to catch up with Brian Thomas Jr. And then a nice play by Monteric Brown against Brian Thomas Jr. Some good coverage down the right side of the field right after that from Trevor Lawrence. So some good stuff to start the practice session here in Jacksonville and week number 2 of OTAs. BTJ has been such a big offseason topic, and we'll catch up with him and see how he's reacted to it all. But obviously, it looks like he's going to be big parts of the Jaguars' plans along with Parker Washington. And I know you guys have talked a bunch about that last week during the show. A lot of things Jaguars, so I won't reiterate. But I will say this, Austen. It's hard to get used to these number changes. Monteric Brown's wearing number 1. I'm like, who the heck is that? Oh, that's Buster Brown. Antonio Johnson, number 6. Oh, yeah, Antonio Johnson. I mean, these guys changing numbers every year. Got to stop it. As I get older, the more numbers you change, I think are going to be worse for me.
Yeah, I feel like when you switch numbers, it's kind of like a price point. If you're making a little more money, then you can afford to go with the single digit number, right? It's almost like a coming out party, if you will. And I mean, I'm not a giant numbers guy, but I do appreciate a good single number, for like a secondary position. I think it adds a little more swag to the combination.
Yeah, and these guys are like the single digits. It's really been something to watch. A lot of the number changes over the years. Hey. I can't wait to get your thoughts on the Tom Brady comment about the practice squad. Want to do that today. Also, the Knicks and the Spurs in the NBA Finals. What a win for the NBA. I mean, we've been saying this for weeks, Austen, and obviously you pay attention to it a lot more than me. I don't mind admitting, very casual on the periphery watching this, and watched a lot of it actually last week. While I was away. But I think this is such a huge win for the NBA to get Wemby and the Spurs and that young basketball team, but Wemby in particular against the New York Knicks, who obviously are this huge brand who just have not been very good for the last couple of decades overall. They have been better in the last few years and haven't won a championship in forever. I don't think I'm rooting for the Knicks here, but I think a lot of people around the world might be. To see something that hasn't been done in decades. And that's a rare thing to somewhat root for a New York team.
Yeah, I mean, this couldn't have worked out any better for the NBA, and I know you're watching a lot of college baseball lately, according to your Twitter, so let me go ahead and bring you up to speed in terms of what you missed with the Spurs and Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, a lot of things took part in this series. But if anything that you can take away, and yeah, obviously Wemby's one of a kind, he's an alien, all that stuff. Like we all understood that. But what I'm surprised about, and what I think a lot of people are surprised about, is that this Spurs team, it's not only Wemby. Like I always said, Wemby's got to have the series of his life to to advance. And granted, I mean, he's a team's leading scorer and everything like that, but like it came in a lot of different areas. I mean, Julian Champagne or whatever that dude's name is, I had no idea who he was until like this series. Right. And then you see like a guy like, De'Aaron Fox, you know who he was coming from Sacramento, a highly touted, top pick, and then kind of gets lost in the sauce on the West Coast, gets on the Spurs and now kind of found a new lease of life. And like then Dylan Harper off the bench. It's like, this is a very young team that has shown that they can go toe to toe with like the guard play of Oklahoma City Thunder, not skip a beat. And then you have the ultimate unicorn in Wemby. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm not sure. I assume they're probably going to be the favorites in this finals, as they should be. But if anything, over this Thunder series, they've showed that when the game's on the line and you got to win 2 in a row, they can do that, and they're not going anywhere for a long time. So I just think it kind of reaffirms the fact of, yes, you have arguably the best player in the NBA with Wemby, but you've actually had a great supporting cast and some stars in the making possibly going forward as well for the Spurs.
I think they've built themselves, the Spurs, kind of like the old Spurs are built. You've got this centerpiece guy that everybody's going to talk about. Let's just say it's Tim Duncan, but then you have other players like Parker and Ginobili and everyone that they figure them out. They're maybe not right away stars. And now that's hard to figure that out in hindsight because we know their names so well, but I don't think they were these crazy stars at first. And I think they're kind of built that way. I mean, Harper coming off the bench, I think I heard in the broadcast, like he's a bona fide superstar, they think, like he can be. He's coming off the bench as a sixth man. And I think what they proved the other day is they don't need Wemby to go for 40. I think when the series started and he had did he have 42 in that first double overtime game and all his heroics, that you thought that he was going to have to do that. I don't think they need him to do that. In fact, it showed in that fourth quarter, especially, that others would jump in. Now, will that continue to be the case? We'll find out. But I also think even the Knicks are built a little bit like that. It's not just the Brunson show. It's not just the Cat show. They're going to lean on those guys and obviously way more veteran, but they've got a lot of guys to do it. So I think it's a fascinating series. Let's get the ultimate litmus test. Are you going to watch this at all, Hamby? Because I know you don't pay attention to it at all, like not Game a 7. Lick. Are you going to watch this at all?
I watched the second half of Game 7, and I had that on my phone, and I was watching college baseball on the TV, and it held my attention. I was watching more of the basketball than I was the baseball at that time. It was fun for me to go back and say, oh, yeah, that's Rashad Lewis. I remember that face. That's Bismack Biyombo. Guys from like 8 years ago when I used to watch. And it was Luke Cornett with the block. Mm-hmm. That was big. That was sick.
When they needed it the most.
And Austen, you've talked a ton about stuff that you've seen Wemby do that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
This wasn't necessarily something new, but I got a glimpse of that when he's coming back down the floor and they got a wide open three in the corner.
Yeah.
He just like jumps from the center, like the 3-point line or the free throw line. And just try to get a little bit of a distraction. Mm-hmm. The guy missed the shot. Maybe he misses it anyway. Who knows?
But, dude,
it's cool to see.
Yeah,
it's like he floated and had no business being anywhere near that shot. And for him, that's as good as a closeout as, 95% of the league. So I will watch when it's convenient. It's not going to be appointment television. But Wednesday night, Braves are on. I'll probably catch a quarter or two if it's close.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of only watch the second halves when they're close. I just want to see good finishes. I don't care for the first half. Just get me to the last quarter.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're not wrong. And, we've been talking about Wemby with this a lot. And once again, like, it's refreshing to see that, hey, he doesn't have to drop 40 points for the Spurs to win. But at the same time, even when he's, like, doesn't have the ball in his hands, he's changing the game. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a guy in the NBA in the past. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back to like maybe Shaq or somebody. But even on defense, it's different. Like, there hasn't been a guy that I feel like has affected the game without the ball in his hands even more than Wemby. Because once again, like SGA's whole game is let's drive, let's draw up. They didn't want to drive in the lane against Wemby. Like, if he's standing there, you're better off just like, running some ISO, some screens, and like trying to hit a 3-pointer. Because like you don't want to drive in the lane and we can break it down later, but like the biggest intrigue for me with this Spurs Knicks finals, and it's so funny to me, and it's almost like it comes full circle, because Karl Anthony Towns, and I get him, you don't watch it, but I think you understand like the social aspect, the kind of meme aspect that is Karl Anthony Towns in terms of how a lot of NBA fans, including his own team, kind of feels about him sometimes, right? With being very nice to say about it. He's going to have the most effect on this game because if he can draw Wemby out and start hitting three-pointers, that's the X factor right there. Like, the X factor of this entire series, and I think, like, the Knicks having a chance to win the finals, it's not Jalen Brunson. Like, yeah, Jalen Brunson's going to have to drive, but once again, if Wemby's going to be there, good luck with that. It's going to be Karl Anthony Towns. And I think, like, that is such a funny story because he's always – it's hard to put into words without, like, trashing him completely. People want to say he's soft. He doesn't give a bleep a lot of times. And now, like, they're going to need him to perform more than anybody. It's wild.
I always think it's interesting when we talk about guys like Wemby too. He's not polarizing to me at all. And we talk about that all the time on the show, like who's polarizing, what athletes are polarizing, how that helps their brand, all those different things. Well, he doesn't seem to be. I mean, he seems like a very likable player, likable athlete. And his game isn't either. His game's wowing more than polarizing. And I think everybody's in awe of it right now. So that doesn't mean it can't get there. But it'll be interesting to see. Who are you rooting for, Austen?
I'm going Spurs.
Really? Okay. Is that because you don't like the Knicks or because you want to see Wemby and this young team?
I don't mind the Knicks at all, man. I mean, honestly, they're the team that I was rooting for in the East. I've just been like watching Wemby. I think the Spurs are just more of a entertaining team to watch play. And that's no knock on the Knicks, man. I mean, OG's been doing his thing. Like, Brunson's fun. Like, I'm just hoping it's a great series. And, like, if the Spurs get beat, I'm not going to be disappointed about it. I just want to see a great series.
So are you telling me you didn't watch any of the college baseball, or are you now rooting for the Milwaukee Panthers in a big-time way?
Oh, no, man. I haven't watched a lick of college baseball. I barely watched the NBA Game 7 because I was at the Sharks game with my son, but I got to see, like, the second half of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was cool. That was an exciting game, too. At the end, it came down to a blocked field goal
against
for
the
Sharks
Freight.
to win it. Yeah, the Fisher's Freight.
Yeah.
Which is whatever what that is, you know.
I know.
But no, I haven't watched a lick of college baseball. The only college baseball I know is what I've seen you came with my algorithm a little bit too much.
Talking
about
probably.
it. So I had to hit no, I don't need to see any more of this. It's all good.
Yeah. You muted me. That's okay. I'm a little surprised. So I thought you'd catch on the Milwaukee thing because it's like Murray State last year. And I know you're not just Murray State's different. You went there. Yeah. But this is basically Milwaukee is Murray State from last year. Little Rock is a little bit like that too. They're a 4 seed. They just went to the Super Regionals. We'll see if they go to the World Series like Murray State did last year. But they actually almost beat LSU last year in the same round and then got through it this year. But that part is wild to me that Milwaukee. I had to look up their name. I didn't know what they were. Panthers, I did not know they were the Panthers. Yeah. Have they done they've been good at the NCAA tournament? Anything?
Yeah, man. Now let me test my knowledge. This would have been 2000 and oh man, I'm gonna say 2003. Hang on, let's go back a little more. 2002. I'm gonna say 2002. They made it to the Sweet 16 and lost to Notre Dame on they missed a layup at the end.
Wow.
I think.
Wow.
I don't know. Hamby, look it up.
Okay.
I'm going to see Milwaukee, Notre Dame. I want to say it was Sweet 16. It may have been even before 2000. I'm going to say 2000.
Are they still, or were they UW-Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
Is that different? That is that?
Yes.
So that they're Wisconsin Milwaukee, but they're not really going by that right here. I don't feel like I feel like I've seen just Milwaukee. So in the baseball, I don't know if they've changed kind of to get away from the UW Milwaukee or not. So that's what, but I do remember it's UW-Milwaukee in the NCAA tournament a little bit.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
2003.
Damn, I was off.
Notre Dame 70, Milwaukee 69.
Yep. Dylan Page missed the layup to win the game.
First round. Yep.
Oh, that was the first round? I was way off. Why did I think Sweet 16? They might have went back. I don't know. Whatever.
It was a 5 against 12. So, yeah, first round.
That's why. Yeah, they were a great 12 seed. That I can almost like remember that at times too. Like they might help start the 12-over-5 run.
It was the first round, Hamby.
What this says.
Wow, I was way off then. For some reason, I thought they made a run. Never mind. Maybe they did next. Now I have to like go into it a little bit. Whatever. Okay.
Hey, so I'm okay with people. So that's interesting. Like you didn't check it out at all. Hamby, I'm assuming, checked out a lot of the college baseball. He's a baseball guy. I'm obviously love the baseball. And I just think we love things. We love to be like over-consumed by things. And this is really a fantastic weekend if you like it. It's like if you like wrestling, right? And you go WrestleMania 2 days or you could have 3-day event or a 4-day, just nonstop. And we do get some things in that. It might be Coachella for you, Austen, that you're just watching live all weekend.
Freedom 250.
I think we like to consume things that way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of them. You can watch college baseball from basically 11 in the morning till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
For 3 days straight. And now even you're going to get a lot of games today. I think FSU plays at noon all the way until probably like midnight tonight that you're going to see it. So, I mean, it feels a little bit like the old NCAA tournament where you used to get the games not as spread out, not on every channel, like, although this is on every channel, but it's just this mass consumption of watching all these different things. And like, what the difference is, it feels like everything in our sports world now, betting is so big. I don't really think college baseball has that. Like, I don't think people are betting on it. You can, but I don't think people are betting on it. And that's probably why it won't like be huge with the masses of people. But it also falls on like a weekend, this weekend especially, where what else is going on? I mean, NBA,
big.
But it kind of felt big. But I don't know if that's because it's the world I'm living in, Hamby. On my algorithm, Austin only gets me on his algorithm. On my algorithm, I get a lot of college baseball.
Yeah. I just thought it was an awesome weekend. Even down from UCLA losing, like, holy cow. Just to put this in perspective for you, Austin, they were the 1 seed.
This is okay. Baseball.
Okay.
Yep.
From the very beginning of the season.
Okay.
To the end.
Okay. So
they were never not the number 1 team in the country.
Okay.
They
Big
lost
Ten schedule, but yeah, I got you.
They lost 6 games in the regular season, and they didn't even make it out of the first round.
Who beat them?
St. Mary's. Twice.
It is literally the equivalent of maybe a 14 seed beating a 1, but still in the first round of March Madness.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't say.
St. Mary's
16.
Are they good record? I mean, obviously they had to win their tournament, but are they? I mean, are they respectable?
Yeah, but they're as mid as the day is long.
Sure.
And if you're UCLA hadn't lost a series all year.
Top team, yeah.
And they lost twice. This wasn't just a one game.
And on their home field. On their home field.
Twice on their home field.
Yeah.
So that was insane.
Yeah, well, and that's what you get. You get a lot of I think what you see is parity all across. You're not getting parity in any other sport like this. That all 64 are pretty good. I mean, you get some blowouts, you certainly do, but you get a lot of parity in it. What I really wanted Austin's take on the ejection of Georgia, the Georgia player Tre Phelps.
It was just total crap, man.
Austin,
First of all, this
to me is the like. I'm disappointed that Hamby already has like such a crazy, succinct answer to this.
Well,
not
Georgia,
crazy answer, but it's Georgia. But it also really puts his traditional style of hat backwards baseball.
Oh, I can explain
on display, right? I mean, because watch this. Do we have the clip?
We have it.
So this is in the 6th inning, by the way, down 1-0, 2-run homer to make it 2-1. Gets ejected for looking at the dugout, Austin.
Oh, that right there. Okay.
So he didn't flip his bat.
What was that guy?
Just watch the whole thing.
That kid looks like
he really did, but he shut us down for 5 innings.
He looks like he needs a smaller uniform. I mean, that was ridiculous.
Daps up the teammate.
Okay. Yeah.
And then right there, he got kicked.
But it's
no, it wasn't right there.
Yes, it was.
No, it was going down the first base side.
No, I know, but that's when he actually did the motion to throw him out after he crossed home plate.
Okay, I see. So he gets ejected really for John with looking at the first base dugout. Now the thought is that his parents were above the dugout, so they're trying to say that.
But okay,
that he was talking to the parents.
But hold up. So then, It seemed like the second baseman heard what he said, though, and he had an issue when he was rounding first.
I think there was some jumping going on.
Saw him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Look
But
into
why
the
would?
dugout.
But he didn't hear anything.
So after the game, okay. So here's what happened.
Can I see it again just so I can get like a good view of like what we're okay?
But you got to watch this first part. It's the first
That's what
10
I'm saying.
seconds is
That's
where he
all I
gets
need to see.
ejected. Right
He's
there.
looking up. He's not looking in the dugout. He's looking
But
up.
what's interesting?
He's higher.
Watch your first base
Whoa.
umpire. He'll be right here. Watch your first base umpire. He goes right over and he points. So he heard something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Liberty's
like-
coach, so Liberty's head coach, manager.
Liberty?
I said that so many times yesterday.
Oh, dude, I have to.
He comes out storming because he's all mad that Tre Phelps is in their dugout. After the game, he's like, I got to protect our guys. One of the reporters asked him, well, what did Tre Phelps say? He goes, well, there are 5,000 people there. I have no idea. So, like, bro,
Yeah.
it's not like you know that he said, hey, bleep you and bleep everything. You know, he didn't even there was nothing there. If you don't even know what he said, but he looked in your general direction and you're up in arms, come on, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Be
soft.
better.
That's really soft.
Yeah, I thought it was a bad ejection. I thought the home run trot and everything was ridiculous for a 2-1 game in the 6th inning. I thought the whole thing was insane for a 2-1. Hey, Austin, home runs in college baseball this weekend especially, but nowadays are like making a tackle for a loss. Like
Okay,
it's a
yeah.
tackle. It's a tackle for a loss. Like maybe it might be just a nice tackle. It might be a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Like that's what a home run is. This dude is like spinning, backhanding the third base coach, ball through his legs. I mean, it took 40 seconds for him to get around the bases.
Banana ball.
And,
yeah.
And then he gets ejected. Like I don't love the ejection here. I don't. But there were some like you got pitchers basically FUing batters after they strike them out.
Seriously.
I mean, and so I think that's trying to control that in the game. And I think that's a little bit over the top. I think when you have pitchers shouting directly at batters and you have guys looking in the dugouts and say, if he did say something, I'm surprised there wasn't another angle here, Hamby, that they didn't have him mouth something.
I think there. Let me see if I can
Maybe,
find one.
is there one kid wearing like ski goggles in the dugout? I'm seeing.
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Normally you would see this if there was a lot of jawing in the game, right? Because
Right there. He's wearing ski goggles. Why is he doing that? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, the baseball players are weird, man.
We're good. Okay. Go ahead, Hamby. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
I got another angle of it. All right, this will help. Normally, yeah, if umpires feel they're going to need to be involved because there's a lot of jawing back and forth in the game, and it was zero in this game, like absolutely zero jawing between either team the entire game. And the guy hit a home run in a big spot, and he wants to enjoy himself and go talk to his family who's sitting right there above the first base dugout. Oh, yeah, we're just going to run him. And guess what?
Abby,
As of right now,
you buying the whole family thing is hilarious. Like
I saw a picture. They're literally sitting right above the dugout.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Here's the full thing. So he looks at it. The umpire tells him. He lays the bat down.
He did do that.
Look at it's up. It's up. The helmet is up.
Okay,
Look at
but
the
hold on.
angle.
It looks like he's pointing at somebody.
And
whatever.
even if it is, Brent, this is not long enough for him to say anything of note.
Hamby's literally
Yeah, I
like
agree
a
with that.
JFK breakdown right now.
Even
Like,
if he says
back
bleep you,
and to
which
the
I
right.
hope he didn't,
He's going back
pitchers do that all the time.
and to the right.
Okay, just a simple salute.
Yeah, I don't think he should have been ejected, but I couldn't wait to get Hamby's thought. Hamby's fandom versus baseball traditionalist. Like that was where the
Don't
worlds
get me
were going
wrong.
to collide.
I mean, look, if he's actually talking to Liberty's dugout and I'm Liberty,
Back.
yeah, I'll put one in his ribs.
To the left.
But that doesn't mean the umpires need to get involved. Again, this is where the line gets drawn between old school, whatever. New. The players police the game, not the umpires. And the fact that Tre Phelps, who's the leadoff hitter, is probably going to be suspended for a game, the next game, and won't be able to play against Mississippi State unless they fix it. That's a
You're not
joke.
going to
Yeah,
fix
don't
it.
act like the players police the game like it's hockey, because it's not. All right.
Well,
I'm just
saying.
If there was policing the game, fights would actually be fights, and it wouldn't be a bunch of flexing competitions where nobody actually wants to throw a punch. Come on now.
Yeah, they don't police the game. By the way, he is going to get. There's no appeal process there, so he's
Oh my
done for the
gosh,
first
that's
game.
freaking stupid.
But yeah, you're
So
right.
stupid.
Austin, you're right. Like to the point, they haven't. Coaches don't police the game enough anymore, and these guys are acting a fool.
Oh yeah,
And
coach.
because
What'd they
the-
say? Oh, I don't know. Couldn't hear him.
Hey, Austin, if Liberty did this to the Georgia dugout, he'd be all over the.
Oh yeah,
All
man.
over this
Yeah,
thing.
Hamby. I mean, you can't have it both ways all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Hugo in the chat said college baseball players are the most insufferable group of people on the planet. If my daughter ever brings one home, I'm going to prison.
I've said this for
There's
a
some
long
weirdos,
time, man.
There's some weirdos.
There's an arrogance with baseball players in general that I've always acknowledged and said. But anyway, it was a fun weekend. That's all we'll talk about college baseball. So we keep Austin in the show. But we
Appreciate
could do
you.
a whole show on it. Yeah,
That's all good, man. I mean, I got a whole weekend's worth of animal videos I'm behind on. So you guys just let me know. Just let me know.
Meanwhile, our first 5 messages today in the chat were who won this weekend in wrestling. Like,
Oh yeah. Come on, man.
what did anything happen? Anything good?
Yeah, you had Clash. Roman Reigns retained. Sal Ruka, new champion. That was pretty cool to see.
That was.
You're watching, or you're just watching the highlights? Are you
Highlights.
back?
I
No.
watched it. I watched the whole thing.
I watched a few. I watched Brock Lesnar and Oba. I had to hit that one.
All right.
I watched it here or there.
Let's take a break. Brent and Austen show. We'll get back some Jags football, and
I've been
I'll
watching
also
Josh
tell you-
Hines-Allen, Brent. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll get to Josh Hines-Allen. I want to see what you think is interesting about Josh Hines-Allen. That's coming up on the other side. Plus, big Larry Bird fan here. I'll tell you why. Maybe not as much after this week. Coming up next on the Brent and Austen show, live from Jags headquarters. OTAs continue. It's not just the best Kingfish tournament in Florida, it's the best in the Southeast. The 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout, presented by Yellowfin, is here June 13th, and the tournament has new expanded boundaries from New Smyrna Beach to St. Simon's Island. There's a $1,000 traveling angler bonus. The more nights you stay, the more chances you have to win, and you can win big. The grand prize is a 21-foot Yellowfin hybrid boat worth $130,000. Get your early entry now through May 31st, and get more details at oldschoolkingfish.com. Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
That's it. Back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle, you still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on ActionSportsJax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com. It's the Kingfish Tournament for the entire family. The 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin. Cash payouts to the top 25 places, lady and junior angler divisions, no bait buying, and limited boundaries. It's June 13th, and right now get early entry for $250 until May 31st. OldSchoolKingfish.com for all the details. First place prize is a $130,000 Yellowfin hybrid boat. It's the 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
That's not a fishing pole in his hand.
Looking weathered there.
Yeah, I know. What happened to my face?
Man.
Tough week. Rough week. I tell you what, though, looks like I've been hitting the weight room.
Yeah.
I know. But that was Lake Tahoe. Hey, have you ever been, Austen?
I have. Yeah, we've talked about it before. It's my goal to, when I've made enough money to get off the grid and get a little small place in Lake Tahoe. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hamby, you have not been, right?
Not yet, no.
Yeah. It wasn't like this crazy thing. I don't know how we came about it, but we're just like, all right, let's try it. I've never been. I always kind of wanted to go. Cool place. Really neat place. Obviously, the scenery is unbelievable. And it snowed a couple of times, which is
really
kind of crazy in late May. So, I mean, I played golf on Monday, and then Tuesday it snowed.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It's a great place though, and even the 40 degrees doesn't feel like crazy cold. I didn't think it felt crazy cold, even though most of the week was like that.
Yeah.
I bet it's I think we picked a pretty good week because it's like their first week of summer, kind of. And so if you go in July, it's probably like crazy with the touristy stuff and traffic and people doing all the water sports. And then obviously you got everything in the winter, which really the skiing is probably hard to match, as Austen knows. There are a couple places like it, in the country, but really a neat place. So I got to get to Josh Hines-Allen in a moment. Not going to really talk about my trip other than 2 things. One, it's just unbelievable to see gas prices at $6.99 a gallon.
Oh my gosh.
$6.99 a gallon in California. And we're obviously Lake Tahoe is right on the line. I don't know if you know that, California and Nevada. And so we're staying on the California side. But you drive literally a mile and gas is $5.98. So you save $1 in Nevada. And then by the time we got to the airport, had to fill up like on Saturday just to fill up the rental car, and I paid $527 and thought I got the deal of a lifetime.
Goodness
right?
gracious.
Well, then not only that, guys, I get home like this morning. I'm driving to the Jags. It's $393 coming off Emerson, and I'm like, "Oh, baby, what a place we live in at $393."
Welcome home. Wow.
Wow.
$6.
Merry Christmas.
That is insane that it can be $393 in Jacksonville, Florida, and $698 over the border of California. I mean, again, not a political take at all. I don't even know why it's $698, whatever, but it is crazy that it can be that big of a difference in gas. Like it's
Why
just.
do you live there?
That's a good point.
It's
Price
stunning.
you pay for mountains, I guess, huh?
Yet I don't really feel like everything else was that pricey. Like if I got a Starbucks or if you go out to a restaurant, I don't think the prices were that different. They weren't alarming, but the gas prices are that alarming.
Can I just
to really look at?
Why is it that you're allowed to say I got a Starbucks, and I hear that all the time, but you can't say that about any other restaurant? You can't say I got a Chick-fil-A, I got a Chipotle, I got a McDonald's. You don't even say I got a Dunkin' Donuts, but everybody says I got a Starbucks.
That's a good question. I liked how that hit your ears. I don't think I say that all the time, but I did just say it then. But I think you're right. I think that's actually true. Like I don't think a lot of people say that about anything else.
That's like 50% of all white women over 50 years old always put a plural on every restaurant. To my mom, everything is Chipotle's, Chick-fil-A's. Everything is a plural just because Chili's exists. So, everything must be apostrophe S.
Oh, man.
Really? Like, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It does kind of, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know the demographic part of that.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
I love it.
Austin, is he onto something? Is that right?
I'm trying to think what my mom's pretty hip, though. I'm not gonna. I mean, she's white, but I'm not gonna put her in the the 50 category. Well, she's like Norwegian, but like same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever heard her say she's pretty hip with it. I think she's still got her senses about that.
Glenn says I got an ABC Liquors.
All right,
that's good, man.
A real quick story on Larry Bird. So, you know what else I did not realize is just how many casinos there are in Lake Tahoe. I mean, it's like better than it's not more than Vegas, but it's like a better setting than Vegas. Like if you're going to go to Vegas or Lake Tahoe,
betting college baseball like it's going out of style.
Nah, I did not. Well, we were gone.
Oh, okay.
We were gone by then. But we did go to the casino. Kids are of age now, which was also kind of fun because they got carded like 100 times.
Fun.
Right? So they were doing their job at the casino. But so we play roulette. All right. But not the one where you go. The minimums were kind of a lot, especially for the kids.
Okay.
At times. So we went to like, you know how they have like the automated ones? They have like craps and roulette and blackjack. They'll have some automated games. And so we went to that. And now I want to buy a machine for the office. Actually, I think we could make it a great like game.
We get a sauna first, and then we'll get that going.
I don't think I could afford this anyway, but anyway, especially now after this week. So we would go down and we'd go play, and they're playing for like 50 cents thing.
Oh, that's fun.
First of all, I can't play for 50 cents of anything. I figure more about me. Like Steph's sitting there betting like $7 a hand on like 12 different things. She wins like $2 and she's excited.
What?
Like she's just excited. She's just excited to not lose, right?
Yeah, it's a thrill of victory.
My brain does not think that way. Like if I'm going to be there, I don't gamble a lot, but if I'm going to do it, I want to win like now. So I'm like, I mean, I can be a little patient, but then I run out of patience, and then it's like, all right, let's go. So I'm chasing numbers the whole time. Whatever. We get to like Thursday, and we've been in the casino a decent amount by this time. Just various times during the week, and so I don't know who we saw it like early in the afternoon that the number 33, who Steph had been playing 33 a bit, and it was hitting. And so it hadn't hit, guys, in on this machine. We kept checking into it in forever. And so it's like one of the cold numbers they list. And so I'm like, all right, 33 is going to hit. I'm about to do an experiment here where I'm going to play 33 until it hits.
Oh, gosh. Brent.
So I play 33. Now, I put like $3 on it. And also I put a couple bucks on the quadrant that it's in. So you can win like 9-1 on the quadrant.
Okay.
And guys, I think we figure it went about, while we were playing, I was there for 2.5 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
And we figure it probably went 150 spins while we were there. And it had gone 100 spins prior to not hitting. And then it finally hit. It was the greatest moment ever when it hit. And like,
dude's $500 in the hole.
I wasn't $500 in the hole because I'd won on the quadrants.
Yeah, I got you.
I was in the hole, okay? Like I was in the hole. A couple $100 probably in the hole, but I was committed to the bit, man. I was every play, and I'm like, I am not getting up. Steph, go to the ATM. I'm not leaving until this hits 33, and I don't care if like we can't eat dinner tomorrow night.
Oh my gosh.
I committed to the bit, but it was a bad freaking bit because damn it, 33 had hit all week, and it did not hit for guys. Like I'm not exaggerating when I say over 200 spins. It did not hit.
So this was the electronic one, correct?
It was, yeah.
So those things make me nervous, man. Yeah.
I know it.
Like
I know it.
I don't gamble really as it is, but like if I'm gonna need to see like the human error of somebody like rolling it or something or like whatever you want to do because I can picture a camera. Oh, this guy's going 33 nonstop. Okay, here's a 12 for him. Ha! You know, like so someone's just in a dark room just messing with you.
I totally get that, and you know what was kind of fun about the whole week playing that game? It was an easy game to play, but we're doing all these different math equations, like we're trying to beat the sucker, you know. But I think you're probably right that well, I don't know if you're right, but it does feel like at times you're right, where it's like, where's that ball coming out of? How many times is it spinning? But it seems to do the same damn thing all the time, and you do get lucky at times, like lucky. Yeah. You know, it does pop in. I mean, Steph won at one time. Now, she didn't keep playing, but if she played like these certain numbers, she would have won 4 out of 5 in a row. Yeah, 4 out of 5 times. Yeah. So it's like, so it can hit. You just got to keep doing it. But it was fun. It was just like, I was like, damn you, Larry Bird. That son of a gun. You couldn't have been like number 17 that hit 7 times in the 200 spins or whatever it was.
Yep. See, I saw the whole Larry Bird thing. I thought like he pulled a Brett Favre and like embezzled some money. I was hoping for the downfall of Larry Bird, and it just happened to be some gambling. But all right,
that was it. No lunch for you guys in the next couple of weeks. I gotta earn some money back.
All right, Hammy. I guess we're fasting.
All right.
We're all fasting. I was thinking about Hamby. How's the jiu-jitsu doing?
Oh, it's great. I've got a couple classes under my belt. Old school Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's my brother took what was the story I told the other day, Austen?
Got pushed across the mat, man.
Oh yeah. I was like, holy cow, son.
Dude wasn't playing around.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had a bad day at work or something. But no, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'll probably go tomorrow night, and I'm slowly but surely learning some arm bars and things like that. And yeah, it's been a great time.
All right.
Working my rolls are not very good, Austin. My rolls.
Grambies?
Just like frontward rolls and backward.
Oh, yeah. Well, you gotta get that mobility down, Hamby.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You think we could do a show and tell at some point with Hamby? Like, just kind of tell us what you're working on, like right here, like in the studio.
I mean, I'm seeing we got some open space. Actually, like I said, put a couple mats down. We can get some rolls in before the show. Highlight some stuff.
Yeah,
because I want to know like what the terminology is. Like Austin knows all the terminology.
Well,
so he'll say this, and I'm like, "What is that?" Like I don't know what it is, and I'm sure a lot of people listening don't.
So there is a lot of basic things that come down to like the fendo, like the fundamental jiu-jitsu of like the Gracies. But like Hamby's terminology is different than my terminology in a lot of moves, though, because like we're under different systems.
I see.
Yeah, like I mean,
And that's
like,
what
yeah,
changed.
like an arm bar is an arm bar, right? And
Right.
like a leg lock's gonna be a leg lock, but like there's different verbiage in order to get there.
Like we were doing takedowns and like ankle picks, and it was like a Uchi something, whatever,
Yeah.
and like there's a non-English phrase for almost everything.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, which makes sense. I think, but you might have to translate for us, Austin. I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
What does that? What does that really mean?
Yeah.
I get the role part. I think I can visualize that. Hey, Josh Hines-Allen is here today at Jags headquarters, and that's the big story you get this day and age, right? This time of year, for an OTA is Josh Hines-Allen is here, and I think there might have been some video last week of Josh Hines-Allen being here, but not during the open session for the media. So it's kind of one of the stories, obviously, in this voluntary time of year. So, but you are intrigued by something, and I'm curious to know what you're intrigued by when it comes to Josh Hines-Allen.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of video this morning getting posted from Josh Hines-Allen at practice. Hamby, are you allowed to rewind that real quick? All right.
I
Now,
did
once
the
again-
baseball for 10 minutes. I think he could do this.
Well, yeah. Hamby, rewind just a little bit more, please, because once again, we've been over this last week when me and Hamby had OTAs, and I don't want to get in trouble. You know, I mean, I'm officially a member of the Jaguars media now. I got my headshot going on Sunday, so
Oh, you're going to be there too? Okay.
I can't. I'll be there. So yeah, I mean, I can't really talk about a lot, but I'm no expert. Kind of an expert, but I'm no expert. But it looks like he's kind of got a square stance, and he's peeking either the left or the right, like almost like I guess a two-gapping drill. I don't know why he would be doing a two-gapping drill. He's a defensive end, unless, I don't know if you go back and listen to last week when I talk about what this defense could look like and they're going to mirror each other. Maybe he's going to get more of a Trayvon Walker type of look where he's going to be two-gapping a little more, maybe getting two hands in the dirt and maybe having a little more square stance. I don't know.
Yeah. I see what you're seeing. This part, I don't want to get carried away with this part, Austin. But so basically you're saying could he eventually do what Trayvon did last year, right? Come down
That is correct.
inside. Just so everybody knows, I think that's what we were curious about anyway, even before practices. What did we say when we had Josh in this room? And we're like, holy cow, how big he looks, right?
Yeah.
And this wasn't big like Ryan Nielsen stuff from the year ago. Everybody's gaining weight. This was like obviously intended to maybe make him more versatile of a player. You get concerned with the Trayvon Walker kicking down sometimes or not staying on the outside all the time. Are you concerned that they're maybe trying to do too much with Josh Hines-Allen in this sense?
I am not. No,
Why?
Not at all. We broke. They really got to clip it up and share what I said last week because I think this is right on point. So Hamby brought up this exact same concern. And I get where he was coming from because you're paying Josh Hines-Allen this much money. He showed that he can get 17.5 sacks in a season. Why would you want to bump him down in base defense and go to that 4-eye, to try to stop the run and then kind of limit yourself a little bit in the pass rush game? And it comes down to, I think, the Jaguars, Coach Campanelli understanding where the NFL is going. Like, the Jaguars aren't the only team that's going to implement 12 personnel, 13 personnel, okay? It's a copycat-driven league. And the Rams showed a lot of success with it. The Seahawks showed a lot of success with it. Those are pretty quality teams. Some of the best teams in the NFL. So teams will look at that and say, hey, why don't we do that a little bit? So the Jaguars aren't the only team. Well, then how do you combat that? How do you combat a team where it's going to be run first and everything? Well, maybe you got to bump some guys down because maybe you're a little worried about your interior of whether they can hold an anchor or not. That's what you saw primarily. I mean, you saw it a lot last year, but go back and watch that Bills game and what Trayvon Walker did out of the 4-eye stance. They shut down James Cook because of Trayvon Walker, because that was the goal. Stop the run first and then get to the quarterback later. That was the game script. That was the plan. Now, did you beat the Buffalo Bills? No, you did not. Did Josh Allen have a lot of time in the second half? He did, and he beat you. But that's the philosophy. So now if we look at it and say, okay, well, we have Trayvon Walker who showed that he's capable of jumping down to the 4-eye and everything. And then we have Josh Hines-Allen on the other side. Well, he's primarily a defensive end. If I'm a Sean McVay. If I'm any type of play caller with any sort of brain, I see, okay, well, they have Trayvon Walker on one side, and his whole primarily gig is to shut down the run with the 4-eye. What happens when we send a motion over and now put it on Josh Hines-Allen? Well, you can't just run Trayvon Walker over there when the motion goes because you have literally 0.5 seconds before the ball is snapped. So what do? They shift the line. So then you got to ask, okay, Josh, well, we're shifting now, so you got to play a Trayvon spot even though you're not really accustomed to playing it, and then nose tackle or 3 technique, you got to scoot over as well because we can't bring Trayvon Walker over with the motion. So instead of having like a strong side and a weak side on defense where like Trayvon would be the strong side, Josh would be the weak side, now you have a mirror. Now you have both guys that can play a strong side. Okay, so let's say Trayvon Walker, boom, strong side's your side. Great. They're going to motion. Okay, no problem. Josh Hines-Allen can play a 4-eye as well. Just shift it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I love the explanation, and I think it's interesting. I think it's a little bit of Anthony Campanile being creative, also where the game is going, and to your point, kind of combating that with guys that you have that can be versatile. There's one other thing here. We're going to hit a break. I'm going to go head down, actually talk to Brian Thomas Jr. Liam Cohen's going to hit the podium. We're getting a bunch of guys today, just like we did last week, so we'll have a bunch of content for you all week long here in the Brent and Austen Show and with Action Sports Jacks with the one practice that right now that's open to the media. And then next week we've got mini camp for 3 days, so we'll have even a bunch more heading into the summer break. But I want to leave you with this, Austin. Maybe on the other side you can answer this. I sometimes over dramatize the. I don't know if I over dramatize it, but I really like the storyline of the Calais Campbell to Josh Hines-Allen to Trayvon Walker. I've watched it up close. We've seen these guys that you're around a bunch, and you can just see the domino effect at how much of an impact Calais has had on Josh and how much of an impact Josh is having on Trayvon Walker as a professional athlete. Forget about the player, just as a professional athlete. And I think what they're doing in the community and how they're kind of paving their path and all these different things. I think it started with Calais. I think it's kind of fascinating with those 3 gentlemen. But I also kind of wonder if there's a little inspiration from Josh in particular to the way Calais was able to play in 2017 in particular, where he was a first-team All-Pro and a second-team All-Pro at 2 different positions. Being able to play that defensive end and be able to play on the inside. Is that how you grow your worth, right? Is that how you grow your legacy? Is that how you grow everything? Like, and they're not built the same. I mean, if 272 pounds or something like that usually is Josh Hines-Allen, I want to say. And Calais is playing a lot of times north of 300. But I guess you can answer it now or on the other side of the break if you want. But is there a little motivation here from the guy that he's drawn some inspiration from in his career when it comes to Josh Hines-Allen and Calais Campbell?
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think any defensive, I think what he's drawing from is being the ultimate team player. Now, if what I say, if my prediction is right, and we're going to see Josh Hines-Allen more of a 4-eye based defense, which once again, people got to understand this as well. Like, it'll be base, but who knows how much you're going to be in base against certain teams, right? Like, that could be 15%, 20% of the time, right? And the rest is going to be as a defensive end rushing the passer. But I think he's mimicking Eric Armstead's ability to be a great teammate. I don't think any defensive end in their right mind who makes, top edge rush money would actually want to be like, hey, you know what would be better for the team if I go down and I put 2 hands in the dirt and then I take away from my pass rush a little. Josh Hines-Allen understands it. Any edge rusher understands it. You make your money getting after the quarterback. Stopping the run is a lost art form, especially from the edge position. Now, 3 techniques and nose tackle, I mean, yeah, that's different. There's a premium of a guy that can do both. But we never talk about edge rushers or defensive ends and say, well, yeah, this guy's a great run stopper as well. I think Myles Garrett is, right? But, do we ever sit here and say TJ Watt's a damn good run stopper? Do we care?
No.
No, we don't, because that's not his job. His job is getting after the quarterback. So, while I think it speaks volumes on the character of Josh Hines-Allen, I don't think this is him saying, hey, I want to be like Calais Campbell. I think this is just Coach Campanile going, this is where the defense wants to go. Can you handle this? and Josh Hines-Allen, as he is being a great teammate.
Do you think there could have potentially, or just take Josh out of it, I guess, do you think most edge rushers would probably push back on that?
100%. I always said, like, when I played in Detroit, it was the best system I ever played in. And it was that Jim Schwartz defense, and a lot like, obviously, you have in Cleveland when he was there with Myles Garrett. You basically you play the outside. So it was, they call them crash nines. Basically, if you're a defensive end, you get wider than the widest, and they call it you stop the run on the way of the quarterback, meaning that your stance never changed. You're almost like in a track stance. You get off the ball as fast as you can. If it's a run, adjust accordingly. If it's a pass, you're in a good spot to get after the quarterback.
Thanks. So there's not a lot of movement pre-snap.
Not a lot of movement at all. Just get your hand in the dirt, get in a track stance, and go have fun. That's why Myles Garrett, I feel like, has exceeded so much, and that's why I'm curious to see what Myles Garrett's going to do this up-and-coming season without Jim Schwartz there. But, no, Hamby, you're absolutely right. Like, there's certain defenses where it's not complicated, you're not two-gapping, it's just pin your ears back and go. And then there's some defenses, like maybe this Jaguars defense is going to be, where it's going to ask a little more of you. It's going to ask you to read and react. It's going to ask you to, okay, you got the B gap or the C gap here. Like, and that's fine. Like, if everyone's on the same page, everybody can still eat. But to answer your question, Hamby, yes, there are defenses where if you're an edge, you hope you can play in it. Pittsburgh with T.J. Watt, I think, is a great example. And Jim Schwartz that he had in Cleveland is another great example. Also, I think in Houston is a classic example because Houston's not predicated off of confusing you with schemes. It's we have talent at every single level, whether it's defensive line, linebacker, or secondary. You guys just pin your ears back, go have fun because our players, our talent will take care of the rest.
Well, let me ask you one more thing. Not to compare Josh to Myles Garrett and everything, but Myles Garrett's got 125 career sacks. Is a new defensive coordinator in Cleveland going to switch him up, or are they going to leave him alone?
I think you'd be stupid to switch him up.
So
I think you have to keep it as it is.
So then here, I know Josh does not have 125 career sacks.
Yeah.
Is there any of it where it's like, hey, can't leave him alone?
Yeah.
Not because he's earned the right through 7 years of production or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like if Myles Garrett's not getting touched, right? If he's going to do the same thing that he always does, regardless of the scheme, is Josh to that level, or does that just depend on the personality of the individual and their willingness to adapt?
No, it's a great question, Hamby. I think Myles Garrett has earned a lot more on his resume than Josh Hines-Allen does. Now, like, pay scale, it could be a little similar, right? I don't even know what Myles Garrett's making. I mean, I know it's a lot more, but I don't know how much more. I just think that there comes a point when when you break records, when you look at Myles Garrett, how many seasons he had over 10 sacks or whatever, it's ridiculous. There comes a point where the scheme revolves around you. And Myles Garrett has earned that. Aaron Donald had earned that. Josh Hines-Allen hasn't earned that. And I get the 17.5 sack season is legit, and it's one of the most dominant, seasons in Jaguars defensive history, if you will. But I don't think he's to the point where you build a defense around him. And that's a testament to the skill set of Trayvon Walker. I think it's a testament to maybe what you're lacking, maybe a little bit at the 3 technique position. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying he's not Myles Garrett.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, potentially more OTA talk. What happened to my music? Here we go.
There we go. Bring it back in. We got OTA talk.
We got a little bit more.
Tom Brady said something.
He did, man. I can't wait to get your thoughts on that.
I think you know what they are, but yeah, we'll tease that. I think you know exactly what they are, but I can't wait to talk about it.
And if you need a wake-up call on this Monday, just go ahead and go back to the last 5 minutes of the show on Friday to hear Bosnia's World Cup hype video. I wish I could go back to hearing that for the first time.
So good, man. Dude, by the way, I don't know if it's my algorithm, but that song's everywhere now on my timeline. Everyone's talking about that.
Not mine.
Shout out to Bosnia-Herzegovina.
That's right.
All right, man.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Brent and Austen Show.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home. Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Here on Spring Sports Media Day on Action Sports Jacks.
It's an opportunity, an education beyond the classroom and the sports arena. Life skills, testing skills, social skills. It's called High School 912, a program focused on maximizing the growth of students in academics, sports, and life. And here's your chance to get involved. If you're a local business, or if you just want to make a donation to help support programs like ACT and SAT boot camps, career days, Leadership Academy, Financial Literacy Academy, and so much more.
Another Nice High School Panther, Jack Cool.
High School 912 supports and hosts high school sporting events and several media days throughout the year. For more information on how you can get involved, visit jackshighschool912.com.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
It's a Jacksonville summer tradition.
Gaffer, gaffer!
For nearly half a century, local anglers have hit the water for the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament.
Where's your new lead right there?
That includes the Action Sports Jacks team. It's a tournament that's all about fishing, family, and community. Alive Credit Union has been committed to serving our community for over 70 years and is proud to be the tournament's title sponsor. The partnership is about more than just a name on the banner. It's about working together to keep the tradition alive and supporting Jacksonville marine charities. That's why you'll see Alive and their mascot Sparky at events like Family Fishing Days for kids from the Child Cancer Fund and pediatric recreation patients of Brooks Rehab, all covered by proceeds from events like the annual Kingfish Tournament. Join Alive Credit Union and the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament by signing up today or becoming a sponsor. For more information, visit kingfishtournament.com.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
All right, I don't know what's going on here, but there's not a lot of people.
Okay, so, Hamby, real quick. This is supposed to be a victory parade.
Uh-huh.
Do the players look that excited?
No. Where's the beer flowing? Where's the jumping around? Where's the anything?
Players don't look that pumped to be there, yeah?
They're on their phones.
This is an example of the worst timing possible.
Oh, boy.
So, you have Arsenal here.
Okay.
Who won the English Premier League.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal,
Well,
right?
They don't normally do that.
I mean, arguably the biggest, soccer club, whatever you want to call it, in the world in terms of like the league, right? The club league, English Premier League. Arsenal ended up beating Man City, who's my favorite team.
Okay.
Beating Man City in the points and everything, so they win the championship.
When was that?
This would have been like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Now, so they win that. Then they're off to the UEFA Champions League. And the UEFA Champions League is essentially every single club, whether it's in Germany, Italy, France.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They have a tournament to see who the best is, and then they play each other. So Arsenal was in the finals of that, taking on Paris Saint-Germain. PSG, who won it last year for the first time in the club's history.
Mbappe.
Well, no, he's not there anymore. He's with Real Madrid.
Oh,
money, man. It's about the money.
Yep.
But anyways, so they played that yesterday. I'm sorry, they played it 2 days ago now on Saturday. Lose a heartbreaker on penalty kicks to PSG.
Okay.
So PSG wins the UEFA championship. So essentially, to try to compare it to like football fans, it's like they won the Super Bowl, but then they had to play another team to find out who the best team in like the world actually is, and it's not them. That's what happened to Arsenal. So Arsenal is celebrating their English Premier League championship, but they just got beat by a better team, so they're not the best team in Europe. So one more time so people can get an idea of what that looks like for a victory parade.
Let me just show that first shot again.
Hey, why would you schedule it like this? Why? Like, now, make no mistake about it.
There's nobody there.
But if they would have won the UEFA,
fill the streets?
It would have been insane. It would have been absolutely insane. But they didn't. They got their hearts broken, and now you got to go pedal and like, hey, everybody, English Premier League winners. Like, nobody cares at that point.
I guess not.
It's wild, man.
How big is Arsenal one of like would you say is a top 5 kind of fan base in the world?
Fan bases. See, like I know soccer, but I don't know it like that. I don't know if they'd be top 5. Like I think Man City, I think United, Liverpool. I think they're probably a little higher in terms of fan bases.
Here's my question.
Yes.
All of these English teams are in the same spot. How do they all have so many fans? Man City, Man United, both in Manchester.
Sure, yeah.
There's not that many people living in England.
England's like...
I know it's popping, but...
It's like New York City, man.
There's
it's
a
like
Liverpool,
different boroughs.
there's an Arsenal. I mean,
man.
Okay, say you had 5 teams in New York.
But, Hamby, here's the thing, though.
Buffalo, 2 New York teams, and then it added 2 more, and one was like...
But see, okay, you ever been to England? No. Okay. So here's the thing about, and I get what you're saying. There's a lot of different teams just for the country of England, yeah? That's what you're saying.
Right.
Yes, and I agree with you. But the cool thing about England, where it's a lot like New York, every single, if you've been to New York City or like been around there or not?
Kind of.
Okay, so like there's Manhattan, there's Brooklyn, there's Long Island, right? They're all different.
Right.
It's the same thing in England. Like, I get it, it's one country, but in those different cities, they're vastly different. Like their own history, their own culture, and that's why it's so big there, right? Because it's almost like its own separate countries, if you will, where, I mean, think about it, it's like SEC football, but times that by 100. Seriously.
I ain't timesing that by 100.
Hamby, I'm sorry, have there been SEC hooligans No, because you're going to the Grove and you're sipping on hot toddies, rocking boat shoes. You're not going to a pub at like 9 o'clock in the morning with the homies, pounding back pints, getting ready to fight somebody if the game doesn't go your way. There's a difference.
Still happens.
Hamby, I've never seen a fight in the Grove.
I've seen plenty of fights in
Seen
Georgia,
a lot of boat
Florida.
shoes. Seen a lot of boat shoes.
You've seen fights at Georgia, Florida.
I've seen fights at Georgia, Florida. But I'm saying that, Hamby, see, this is why you're naive. Like, you think football is big in this country, and yes, it is, right?
I get it. It's
NFL,
the religion
SEC.
of England.
But I'm
isn't it?
talking about worldwide, man, and especially in England when it comes to soccer, it's just different. It just, hey, you know what?
It just means more?
That sport just means a little more.
Maybe.
I'm okay. Take it for what you want. Sort
Tom,
of like the USCF. Yeah, kind of like that.
I don't know how that's involved.
Yeah. I like it.
Let me get your thoughts on these comments. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's talking about practice squad players.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much said practice squad players never succeed in the NFL because the lights are too bright. And didn't say that for every single player. But he said the large majority of them don't want the pressure or can't handle the pressure. And especially if they've been on the practice squad for a long time because they've gotten accustomed to making $200,000 a season and not ever performing in front of more than the 150 people that are at practice or the 4,000 people that are there for a training camp day. If they're making $234,000 a year and never playing in a game, Brady says a lot of them prefer it that way. Keyword on the word prefer.
Yep.
Is he right?
No, he's absolutely wrong. And it, I mean, I don't get what he's referring to here. Because I mean, we have the exact quote. I just want to make sure, like, I'm not misspeaking here. But Brent sent it to us, and I'm literally in shock. So, NFL practice squad players earn $234K a year to never play a game. Brady says a lot of them prefer it that way. $13,000 a week, same facilities, same planes, same meals as the active roster. Super Bowl ring if the team wins, and zero risk of failing on national television. Okay, let's break all that down real quick. I don't know what the percentage is of high schoolers that get to become Division I players. I would probably say it's, I don't know, 5%, 4%.
Wait, say that one more time.
What percentage of high school players actually get to become Division I players?
Division I?
Division I.
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%. 1.6% of college athletes get a chance to go to the NFL. Now, get a chance, whether that's like a workout, a practice, maybe getting drafted.
Right.
1.6 of those guys get to do that. They actually step foot on an NFL practice field for at least one day.
Right.
You mean to tell me through those percentages, which separates the best of the best, the most competitive of the most competitive, you mean to tell me that $234,000 a year all of a sudden, and you lose your competitive will and drive to want to be an NFL starter in the NFL, and you just want to go, oh, I'm making money, I don't want to be competitive anymore? What? That just leaves you all of a sudden? You had it, I'm sure, through Pop Warner. I had it through Pop Warner. You had it through high school. You had it through college. And now all of a sudden you make some money, which I'm sure you're making money in college too, by the way. But now all of a sudden you're making some money and it's like, oh, I'm good. I'm complacent. No. Like, that's not how it works, Tom. And I don't know, like maybe, I mean, he should probably know better than I should. He owns a team or like, you know, has a stake in a team. But to sit here and say that guys are just satisfied and complacent on being on a practice squad, are you joking me? How?
They pretty much said, quote, the scout team receivers would come in practice with the scout team. They do really well. I'd be watching. I'm like, man, we got to get that guy. Let's get him up on the offense. He's making a lot of plays. Then all of a sudden, we're like, hey, man, you're doing really well. You got to come over here and deal with the pressure of succeeding now. You have an expectation, and they weren't prepared for it. So that was when I realized a lot of guys on those practice squads, they don't want to be elevated to the roster. When they're put in a position where there's an expectation, they've never had to personally deal with that, and then they fail. They're very happy living this life where they could tell their family and friends. I have no problem with that. But the reality is a lot of those guys don't want the pressure of dealing with the top.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I disagree. Because, I mean, if you're an NFL coach, wouldn't you be vetting and saying, hey, do you want to be a starter one day? And the practice squad guy's like, no, I just want to wear the red jersey and provide look. Like, I don't think that's really anybody's goal. I really don't. Like, yeah, the money's great and everything. You can obviously take care of your family and make a living off it. But don't you think guys would rather, like, be there on game day, like, at least risking it for the biscuit, if you will? Maybe it goes good, maybe it doesn't. And
I specifically, I mean, I'll say just from the part of they've never had to personally deal with that and then they fail. There are a lot of guys on practice squads that played in the SEC, that played in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
In front of the biggest, those crowds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're bigger than the NFL. I'm not saying it's the same.
Sure.
But your NFL crowds are 70,000.
Correct.
Your SEC Big Ten crowds are 110,000.
And expectations are exactly the same.
They're the exact same. If you're getting a scholarship in, say, somebody who's not in the NIL era, but still, there's a lot of expectation on you as a star receiver at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
You've had 4 years of dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, and I'm not trying to belittle the NFL, but after a few games, it's going to feel like the same as it was in college.
Yeah.
I can't say one way or another. I'm sure you were a nervous wreck. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, after you get a couple of games under your belt, and I know you didn't play at a huge college.
But you're not wrong.
But you dealt with pressure on your first varsity game.
It's all relative.
I feel like
man.
It all feels the same.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, it is all relative. Like, was I just as nervous playing in front of 500 people at the sectionals finals against St. Mary Springs in high school my senior year?
I'm sure you
were.
were.
Yeah. Was I that nervous, playing when Mizzou was like number 6 in the nation my freshman year and I'm starting my first time? Yeah. Was I scared getting my first start as a rookie in Dallas? Yeah, when I was in the NFL? Sure. But it's all relative. Like, yeah, and I don't know, man. I don't know what Tom Brady is basing this off of. Like, if you talk to players, I think you talk to the wrong ones. Like, what SEC competitive player would go, man, I played in the SEC. It was a grind, but
they know
man,
NFL lights are too bright.
I had one drop in the NFL, and now people are being mean to me on Twitter because it's not like they kind of bet on our teams when I was in college, but they're being mean to me on Twitter now. I don't want the spotlight. Like, what? No, that's not how it works. You don't get to the pinnacle, the literal pinnacle, the who's who of a sport and think, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. I just want to be like behind the curtain and wearing a red jersey and not having to do any of the work. Nobody thinks like that. And guess what? If you Tom, if you had players like that on the Raiders, then get them off the Raiders. Seriously. Like, who wants a practice squad guy where like it's his life goal to be a practice squad guy? Because now it's like, oh, you're just complacent, so are you going to give us the best look? Like, I think a guy that wants to play on Sundays, that wants to be a starter one day, will probably give you a much better look on practice squad than the guy that's complacent. So, Tom, get him off the Raiders then.
Tom is an idiot because he forgot about one guy specifically. And, yeah, he's talking about general practice squatters.
Yeah.
There was a guy by the name of Wes Welker who was a practice squad type guy for 3 years before the Patriots even signed him.
It worked out pretty well for him. Yeah.
Practice squatter.
Yeah.
For the Chargers, for the Dolphins. Patriots signed him to a $1 million 1 year contract based off of what they saw in like spring training, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Or not spring, freaking preseason.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely he becomes Tom's best friend.
Yep.
And go-to guy.
Yeah.
It's a practice squad guy.
It's a great point, Hamby.
Lights too bright?
Yeah.
And where did Wes Welker play ball at, college ball at?
Sorry, Mr. Belichick. I'm just here for the practice squad. Not how it works, man. I mean, I don't
get that.
I honestly don't get it either.
Do you not remember Wes Welker? And even I know Julian Edelman wasn't like a practice squad guy, but it's kind of cut from a similar cloth.
Yeah.
Like those are the type of was Danny Amendola a star right away?
No. Dude, those are
your type of guys.
The New England Patriots are the poster child. Well, they were,
saying.
They were the poster child of like the island of the misfit toys who wanted more than just a practice squad for themselves.
If anybody should understand this,
it's
Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Tom.
Yeah.
Brutal.
He's probably wearing a one-piece shirt when he said it too.
Let's see what he was wearing.
I'm just kidding. I don't. If he was, I'll be even extra upset.
Let's see.
Real quick, Andy, before we go to break too. Yeah. There's another soccer video that was making its rounds over the weekend. I don't know if you have it ready or not.
I sent this to
we got World Cup fever.
The guys of Fleet and Footy, Stuart Weber and Lewis and Randy. You can watch that every Thursday on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Because I think this is perfect for, them. But holy cow, this caught my eye. I sent it to him because I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever seen. This is. First of all,
let's go to Ecuador. This is the Ecuador leagues or whatever.
Anytime somebody's on the ground in soccer, it's entertaining.
Of course,
because
it's life or death, Hamby.
Well, no, they sell better than WWE.
Of
guys.
Course,
if you could have watched this, what I'm about to show everybody, and WWE Clash in Italy on Sunday yesterday, the selling was about the same. They can take bumps with anybody.
Of course.
So here we go. We're going to Ecuador. Here we go. Up!
Oh God! Oh no!
Have to get back into the field of play. That's the best part. Holy cow!
Here's the funny thing.
Whoa! Wait! Before we even go back,
look at the guy in the cart.
No.
It's like he's gonna lose his leg. Like that's a reaction when the doctor tells you, "Hey, we're gonna have to take that leg."
Okay, this guy here with these two guys, bottom right.
Yes, there's so much happening.
Are they excavating in a tunnel in a cave?
Man. Oh yeah.
The headlight, the helmet,
just got out, underneath the pitch, as they call it.
This is real. I need a shot of it. Where did he go?
One more time. Okay, so we're pausing real quick. Here's what I think happened. Dude obviously gets hit from the golf cart, whatever you want to call that. Wasn't a serious collision, right? Worst collisions
unbelievable
happen in the weight room if you bump into somebody, okay? But I think this guy has like flopping and acting in his DNA where he thought for a second like he had PTSD where he's on the pitch. Well, no, where he's on the pitch and like, oh man, someone just hit me. I gotta sell this to get them a red card. Like that's what he thought right here. Like in his mind, this wasn't a golf cart that hit him. This was a player from the opposing team, and he had to sell to try to get the red card for his team. Watch this again. Like this is PTSD. It's all this is. Oh. Okay, just lay. Wait.
He is a good 2 yards from the field of play.
Watch him roll now. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Trying to sell it. World Cup right around the corner, everybody. Can't wait.
Hold on, let's just let this roll. The guy in the cart hasn't seen what's happened because his hands are over his face still.
Because he rolled his ankle and he's thinking he's going to lose his leg. Oh,
man. I have to amputate. Oh, is there a better shot?
I don't.
Still down.
Still down. Yeah, man.
And still down. And still down.
So this is the thing, man. And once again, like, props to soccer players, the cardio, the athleticism, the pressure. I'm sure it's right up there. But if I have a child. And granted, there are some things on the Austen Lane blooper reel, right? I've been knocked out a couple times. It's embarrassing. But, like, we live to see another day. If I get hit by a cart and I'm flopping around like a dead fish for, like, 15 minutes and causing the game to be delayed, I can't show my face to my son. I can't do it.
Yeah, how do you go home?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Dad, saw you laying around on the ground for like 15 minutes. You okay?
Hey, everybody, I'm home.
You okay?
Ghost town.
You okay? I mean, he didn't even, like, it hit him in the hip.
It's going 5 miles an hour
I know.
max.
One more time, and then we got to go to break here. From the get-go. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Oh, we got, wait. Okay, PTSD. It was a player. Give him the red card.
I love how these people are pissed at the driver.
Oh, yeah. And then the player from the opposing team is just like, hey, man, just get up. You're not, what are you doing? Come on. You have a family. They're watching. Stop. Unbelievable, man. World Cup right around the corner, Hamby. You excited yet, World Cup fever? Not at all?
Not yet.
USA won last night.
Against who?
What was it, Senegal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Christian Pulisic, who hasn't scored in forever, it seems like, had a big goal, so that was good to see. He's getting some of his groove back. Senegal is regarded as a pretty quality team who might make it out of their pool, so a great showing by USA. I think they got Germany in another friendly, and then the World Cup starts. That's been your soccer news. In case you don't get it from Fleet and Footy, I'll give it to you in like 5 minutes with a lot less expertise than Stuart Weber and company can deliver. So be sure to check them out. Hamby, when is Fleet and Footy on?
Every Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Thursday, 2 o'clock. Check them out.
Yes, sir.
Family fun fishing. That's what you get with the 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin. This event isn't just for the biggest of boats and best fishermen. This tournament is for everyone, and that means everyone has a chance for the grand prize, 21-foot Yellowfin hybrid boat valued at $130,000. Cash payouts for the top 25 places, but there's more. Prizes for the top 25 junior anglers and cash prizes for the top 10 lady anglers. Get your early entry until May 31st and visit oldschoolkingfish.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3, don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at
NimnickBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnick for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com. It's the Kingfish Tournament for the entire family. The 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin. Cash payouts to the top 25 places, lady and junior angler divisions, no bait buying, and limited boundaries. It's June 13th, and right now get early entry for $250 until May 31st. OldSchoolKingfish.com for all the details. First place prize is a $130,000 Yellowfin hybrid boat. It's the 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
I don't know about this list, Austin.
The top 10 fan bases that deserve a title the most.
Obviously, this is because the Knicks are in the finals, and they have not won a championship since 1973. It's been 53 years. They're in that two.
Let's start with this. Do you agree that the Bills should be at number one?
I do.
I do as well. And it's not necessarily like, okay, well, you've been to 4 of them, it didn't work out, but whatever it is. But is it 4? Yeah, I think it's 4. But to me, it's their fan base, right? Like, I think out of this entire list, they're the most passionate fan base. Now, maybe that kind of got a later run when they started to become good again, but you can't deny Bills Mafia, how well they travel, how intense they are, and just really that city in general in terms of like their fandom, because the Sabres could be on this list as well. So I agree that Buffalo should be number one.
Okay. And then you have the Knicks at 2. So do you think that's the main reason most of America will be rooting for the Knicks? Because there's almost a sympathy pool?
There is, once again, passionate fan base. I think people gravitate towards that. Yeah, man. I mean, to be fair, Hammy, there is a lot of story behind the Knicks, right? Like, if you're a kid like me, you grew up in the 90s, they were always there, but like they were never the team. Right, like they had talent, you had Ewing, you had Starks and everybody, but like they could never get over the hump. And once again, I think passionate fan bases rings true with that team, obviously that franchise, Madison Square Garden, that historic venue. Like, there's a lot of things to take away, and now it's like the new school with Jalen Brunson and everything, where like the new school kid, like my son knows who Jalen Brunson is, right? So, yeah. I would probably put the Knicks at 2, but the difference is, though, with the Knicks, I feel like it's been a lot better for them recently than it has, like, teams like the Browns. Like, I feel like the Browns, like, I can't remember the Browns are really being good. And, like, yeah, they made a playoff run with Joe Flacco and everything, but, like, I can't ever remember as a child where the Browns were actually, like, a legitimate Super Bowl contender. I can remember when the Knicks have actually almost gotten there.
Yeah, my thing with the Knicks is, like, I don't really care for any of the New York teams. So it's like any 10% that they could get out of me of sympathy because they've never won, it's kind of pretty quickly negated by the fact that it's a New York team. Like, screw them. Nobody likes the New York teams. And I have to remember, like, this is not just Knicks fans, because I don't care for, like, I don't care either way for Knicks fans, good or bad. But these same people are also Yankees fans. Forget it. Mets fans, definitely forget it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Yankees or Mets fans to be happy about anything in sports.
Yeah.
So, just because, I mean, these are the same people.
They are, man. But see, for some reason, like, I feel like they get a pass because
that's just because
like,
they've been bad.
Well, no, they get a pass because like I don't know. For some reason, I always associate like basketball to New York City. Like I associate it with like Rucker Park. I associate it with like the players. I don't know. It's just for some reason, like when I think of basketball and I think, okay, we think basketball, Austin. Like, what cities do you think about? Honestly, I probably go to New York City first. I do, just in terms of like how it's perceived, the fandom, the rich history. Like I go to New York first, so that's why. And I get what you're saying with like the Yankees and everything. And yeah, I'm not a Yankees fan by any means, but like I think there's the New York fan, and then I think there's the New York basketball fan. And I think their passion and everything is different than what you get with Yankees or Mets fans.
All right, let's go down the list. Browns doesn't really stick out to me. I know it's been forever. Have they ever won one?
If they have, I mean, you can look it up. I have no idea. I wasn't born. If they did,
like, I don't feel anything for them either way. Like, there's a teams that I feel sympathy for.
But here's the thing: I think Cleveland is a pretty proud sports town. I think they do love their Browns there, and I just think that it's been the factory of sadness for how long? Like trying to find a quarterback. You find a quarterback, and then he gets in trouble with the whole massage thing. And then he gets hurt. Like it just seems like the Browns have always been cursed, and they've never really been relevant. But like, and listen, we know what it's like in Jacksonville, right?
Browns have never been to a Super Bowl.
Okay, so we know what it's like in Jacksonville, right? Like we had to go through, some years where it wasn't good here, and we stuck by this team. At least like we have hope now. Like I feel like the Browns have never really had hope, honestly. So I put them at 3 just because it's been so bad, and like fans still show up. Now maybe they have paper bags on their head, but they still show up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe the baseball fan in me. I almost feel like I would, like the Guardians fans deserve one. They have won a championship, but it was in 1948.
Okay.
Like, for some reason, I don't even know if the name change just like makes it feel newer or something, or like they haven't suffered. But like, I mean, historically speaking, look at the old Indians teams of old. Like, those were some awesome teams.
Sure.
At times. Like the Rajai Davis versus that home run against the Cubs, like I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. And they were right there. I mean, that was like one of the streaks had to end. If you remember, like is due to the Cubs curse.
Oh yeah.
Versus, I mean, well, at the time the Indians, who there wasn't a curse, but at that time they had gone 70 years for that one. The Cubs obviously won. I think I would rather see the Guardians move up from 9. And the Browns moved down. Then you got the Lions. Been close the last couple of years. They've never won. That feels right to me.
Yeah, it does feel right, but I don't know what the Lions. So here's the thing I feel about the Lions. I feel like the Lions are kind of like what the Seahawks were. In terms of like, yeah, they were always there, kind of forgot about, and all of a sudden they kind of go on a run, and now they're like the sexy team to watch. Like when the Seahawks kind of did their thing, not with obviously Sam Darnold. I'm talking about with Russell Wilson, Beast Mode, and Legion of Doom. Like everyone wants to say, like, "Oh man, the 12 Seahawks, crank it up to 12." You were at a 9 for how long? You were at a 9 forever, and then all of a sudden the Legion of Boom came around, and you guys got new jerseys, and all of a sudden you were like the sexy team to watch. And granted, it was fun to watch. It was like entertaining. You had Beast Mode on one side, Legion of Boom on the other, and then Danger Russell Wilson, whatever, with the quarterback. Like, it was fun. But don't act like you were at 12 the entire time of my lifetime, because you weren't. I get the kind of same sense from the Lions.
Okay. I like the Mariners at 5. They've never won.
Yeah, but see, with them, I feel like it's like a West Coast bias where they don't get talked about enough of like how much they haven't won.
Oh, maybe that's true. You got the Maple Leafs.
Hey,
you got
Toronto needs to be at 2-1.
Really?
Hamby. Yeah.
That bad?
Well, yeah. Once again, because this is you have to look up like when's the last time they've. I think it's been 100. Has it been 100? Last time Maple Leafs won. That can't be 100. Maple.
You got the Kings after them, and we'll go back. But the Vikings, obviously the Minneapolis Miracle.
Okay, we're at 100. So the Toronto Maple Leafs haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967.
Okay.
So you can do the math on that.
That's 58 years.
58 years.
No, it's not.
You're the math guy.
What did you say? 57?
67.
Okay, so it's okay, so we're almost there.
Okay. But
59.
Once again, this is like the whole soccer thing where it's like whatever, like in England it means more. Hockey, we can all agree, means a lot more in Canada.
Of course.
And I feel like the Maple Leafs, who are one of the original teams of the NHL, yeah, they like because they're cursed too. Like they have the Browns curse about them, where it's like you almost like, well, I don't feel bad because it's Toronto, but like you almost kind of feel bad because of how bad, like for how talented they've been, and they can't get over the hump. Cursed. I think they should be moved up a little bit. Kings, I could care less. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't. Their fan base doesn't seem all that big to me.
No.
Vikings, I get. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Guardians talked about the Mets. It's been forever. I don't know if I'd put the Mets over a team like the Pirates. Pirates has been 46 years.
Brewers, Hamby?
Well, the Brewers have never won.
won
The
one?
Padres have never won. The Mariners obviously have never won. Let me ask you this, and this is obviously professional sports only. Take college football. Like Georgia, when they won it in 21, it had been 41 years. That was a big drought. They last won in 1980, well before I was alive. Now you've got Penn State. They haven't won since 1986. It's been 38 years. Notre Dame, been 36 years. Your Nebraska's been 27 years.
Yeah.
Not as long.
But it seems like it's been forever with Nebraska.
Right. Tennessee, since 1998, they haven't done much.
Sure.
It's been 25, 26 years. Oklahoma, the same, 25 years. And then Miami, they had a great shot last year. But since, 01, so 24 years. Do you think any of those teams you would think would kind of mix and match even on this list?
That's a great question. Really good question. This is me just speaking from like my childhood growing up. For some reason, Penn State's, well, two of them stick out to me. More than the other ones that you named. Penn State sticks out because for whatever reason, like growing up as a kid, Penn State always seemed like they're in the same vein of like a Michigan, you know, of like this, you know, we are Penn State and everything like that. And then obviously they went through all the horrible things that happened there. And then they had the resurgence. It seemed like, I don't know, they've always kind of just seemed like a blue blood to me for some reason. And maybe that has to do with, too, with like, you know, you got, what was it, LeVar Arrington, and then who's the other linebacker that came out that same year? Navarro Brown, I think, might have been.
Navarro Bowman?
Thank you. Navarro Bowman. Because they went like back-to-back or whatever it was. Oh, they're both nasty. Man. Arrington was I still have that poster. I have a poster of those two in my room, by the way.
That's cool.
When they're in college. But yeah, so they always seemed like the front runner. And then Notre Dame was like, when I was growing up, was like Duke. Like they were just like, don't have they don't have a conference or anything, but like they're always considered the blue blood. And I actually had a Four Horsemen shirt that I wore underneath my high school football pads of like the Four Horsemen of Notre Dame. That was a badass shirt, by the way, I had. But like they always stick out to me of like a blue blood. So it's crazy when you say those two schools, how they haven't had that championship success in forever.
Let's go to the chat right quick.
Pitt's an interesting one. Pitt's wild, man, because of how many Hall of Famers they've had out of college.
Says Rangers no cup since '94. Ole Miss never. 08 Gators. Y'all gonna have to wait a little bit more for you to get any sympathy there.
Ooh.
The New York, the best sports city there is. I'm not saying I disagree, but all the more reason to hate them. Browns won championships, but never in a Super Bowl. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, not since the Super Bowl era. Kings ahead of the Vikings, insane. Cleveland's always been boo-boo. Quite a bit there. Always appreciate the chat for hopping in. You can always do that on YouTube, Twitter. As we wrap things up today, again, everybody at Jaguars OTAs. Liam Cohen just talked to the media. Campanile is going to talk to the media. Trayvon Walker just talked to the media. We'll have all that. Plus, we're going to hear from BTJ, hear from Tootin, a couple other guys as well. So you can expect that tonight on Action Sports Jack, CBS 47, Fox 30. You can expect it on social media. And we'll play it on the show as well tomorrow and throughout the week. So that should be some good stuff as we continue to kind of get rolling here and what the 2026 edition of the Jacksonville Jaguars will look like. It did look like Trayvon Walker talked about playing a little bit more inside and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting to hear from tomorrow. Other than that, again, today is June 1st. That's an important day in the NFL calendar. Might not be too notable depending on the year, but maybe A.J. Brown gets moved in the next few days. Maybe a couple people get cut from across the NFL. Maybe, and we talked about it last week, if Eric Armstead's out there, that's cool. Doesn't necessarily mean he's 100% exempt, but maybe a guy like Hunter Long might be a casualty in this type of situation. So that remains to be seen. So keep an eye on that. We would expect to get at least a few notifications from the likes of Schefter and Rappaport in the next few days. Other notification I just got in the last hour, Serena Williams is returning for some more tennis.
Like a big tournament?
23-time major champion Serena Williams officially making her comeback to professional tennis. She'll play doubles next week at the HSBC Championships, the tournament announced.
Huh.
So I don't know how big of a deal that is to the tennis world, and does it matter if it's doubles versus singles?
Oh, yeah, that matters for sure.
Is she playing with Venus, or is Venus retired? I would assume Venus is done, right?
Too.
She's much older, and she's had some health issues, I think.
I don't know who she would be playing with.
So
like, imagine, like, they never said a partner.
It's
Serena Williams coming back, doesn't say who she's playing with.
It's going to be a mystery opponent like they do in WWE.
Ooh, I like it. Okay. All right.
So who knows?
Who knows, man?
OBJ is working out again today for the New York Football Giants.
So you know what's weird? I saw that.
We didn't talk. I don't think we. Go ahead.
I'm trying to put this into words. OBJ, how can I say this? I've literally been, because I saw it this morning, and I'm like, man, if we talk about this, I got to put this into words. But sorry, OBJ, okay, you ever seen the movie Men in Black with, like, the neuralizer?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like the success of OBJ was just a fever dream. In terms of, like, I don't remember when he was considered, like, the best wide receiver in the NFL. Like, I know that it happened. And I played fantasy football when he was.
Right.
But, like, I have such a hard time remembering what that looked like because I feel like he's been, like, you know, he's been hurt. And he's been hanging on for, like, the past decade.
He's a little bit been a meme at times.
He's been a meme. Like, I can't remember, and I can't even picture what the world was like and what it looked like when he was considered, like, the top wide receiver. Or, like, the top, like, 3 wide receiver.
That's funny because I can see it so vividly because he was on the cover of Madden Mobile.
Okay.
Like, I can, and I spent so much time in that game in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So this is 14-year-old me.
Sure.
This is 12 years ago.
Okay.
That would have been like the very start of his prime.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was short-lived. But
I mean,
I can
see the highlight. No, listen, and that
was the cover of Madden Mobile. So,
but that's where the coming out party started for him.
Of course.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember this. Like, I remember the catch. Monday Night Football. How could you not remember the catch? I don't remember after it when he was the number 1 wide receiver. I remember him in Baltimore. I remember him with the Rams where it was like, okay, he's coming back.
I wonder, I mean, there have been so many players whose entire careers have been defined by one catch.
One play.
I mean, talk about, dude on the Giants beforehand in the Super Bowl.
Oh, David Tyree.
Thank you.
You got
Can't believe that his name was escaping me.
You're all good, man.
Even like Julian Edelman, his career's kind of defined by that insane catch he made against the Falcons in that comeback.
Yep.
There was a million of these.
Yeah.
But a regular season game catch, like those were huge moments in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It's a regular ass Monday night football game.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what week it was, but I think it was like not even down the stretch. And he just made an insane catch. And for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
that'll be it.
That's how he's defined. But like I'm telling Mr. Hugo, I said the Rams. Like I remember the Rams run. Like I just can't remember what it really looked like when he was with the Giants, and he was like one of the top wide receivers in the league. And
Here will be the litmus test. Where did he go after the Giants?
That's a great question. Okay. So
I think this will prove the point.
Do you have it in front of you?
Yes.
What year was it?
2019. After
After
his rookie deal expired, he played 5 years for the Giants.
I mean, I know he played on the Ravens and he played on the Rams, but there might have been a team before the Ravens. And I assume he got hurt there. It's not the Ravens?
No.
Okay.
Multiple teams before the Ravens.
No kidding. I have no idea, man.
3 years with the Browns. Those years don't
That's
exist
right.
in my mind. It's those
That's
years.
right.
And he had
The
1,000-yard years.
It was him
first
and
year there.
Landry.
Right.
Yeah. Jarvis
But those
Landry.
years, dude.
Bless him, my boy. Wow. I forgot. See? There you go, man. I forgot all about the Cleveland years.
Yep. 3 years there.
I can picture him on the Ravens for some reason. Can't remember him in Cleveland either.
Wild.
And then so Cleveland?
And then Baltimore.
Yes.
Then Miami.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Then the Rams. No, Cleveland to the Rams. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In 2021. That was
Yep.
the Super Bowl year. 2022 didn't play at all. Like, wasn't on a team.
He was hurt.
2023 made a comeback Ravens.
That's where he came back. Yep.
500 yards in 14 games. And then 2024, 2 years ago with the Dolphins, he had, I think, 3 catches.
The Cleveland
9
years.
games, but where's the receptions?
See?
9 catches.
This goes back to the curse, man, because I don't remember him playing in Cleveland.
And who would have been the quarterback?
The quarterback?
In 2019 of the Browns?
Get up, man. I mean, there's a period of them, I'm
Who
sure.
was throwing to him? Yeah, Landry was there. Dude,
This is like, is it not Keenum?
No.
Brown-
Nick
it-
Chubb was the running back.
In 2019?
Mm-hmm. Where am I?
He was learning how to use Google for the first
What in
time,
the world?
apparently. I got it, man. Don't worry. Baker Mayfield. There we go. It was Baker.
It was Baker.
Baker Mayfield.
Didn't have that bad of a year, too. He threw a ton of picks.
6
though.
and 10.
One of their better years.
6 and 10. Mr. Hugo, thank you, but yep. Quicker. Wild, man.
So he's working out for the Giants today. Maybe one last go at it.
Can you think of any other athlete where you can't remember, like, they're considered in, like, the hierarchy of just talent, but you don't really remember what that talent actually looked like? If that makes sense?
I feel like that was a tough one to have pulls on. You'd have to it'd have to be in front of you.
You got to think about it.
You got one?
I'm trying to think of the NFL. I mean, I do have a couple. Well, under the same vein. Yeah, I have one.
What do you got?
James Stewart from the Carolina Panthers. There was one. Didn't he lead the? Hang on, let me look it up quick. Now see.
That was the tandem with D'Angelo Williams.
Correct. But I feel like there was a time where James Stewart was like one of the best running backs in the. Was it
Jonathan Stewart?
My bad, Jonathan Stewart. See, I don't know the dude's name.
Was it really a year where he was one of the best?
I
always
thought he was
just
like
the secondary guy.
I'm pretty sure he is the running back I'm thinking of from the Panthers.
D'Angelo Williams was the better
Or
of the
am I
two.
thinking James Harden? Yeah, James Harden's not a bad one. No, I'm not thinking of the guy then. Because he only had 1 year over 1,000 yards.
Okay,
1,000
yeah.
yards.
He was a
touchdown.
great backup.
Yeah. I have one for you.
Okay.
Sean Alexander.
Yeah, that was kind of before my time.
Wasn't he MVP? I think he won the MVP, if I'm not mistaken, or like Shaun Alexander's one.
Okay.
Dude had the cover of Madden and everything. I don't remember what that looked like at all. And maybe that's a West Coast thing.
I could see him on the Madden cover, but that was right before I was getting into the NFL. I think I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Shaun Alexander won the MVP in 2005. Couldn't tell you what that looked like. Don't remember it. And I was like, this is in high school. This is high school Austin where football was everything. Don't remember what Shaun Alexander looked like at all. Couldn't give you one play of Shaun Alexander. Couldn't. MVP winner.
That's wild.
Yep. All right, man.
All right.
Before we head out,
That's all I got.
we're back in studio tomorrow.
That's right. We'll probably revisit this with Brent and see what he's got. I guess good luck to the Knicks, maybe.
I mean, are you cheering for the Knicks?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
I really
well, hey,
haven't.
Go at your own pace, and then when you made a decision, feel free to tell us.
Yeah, come Wednesday night, I'll be rooting for somebody, but I don't know who it is now. I gotta take out. There's a lot of factors here for me.
Did you see ticket prices, by the way?
No.
Because my friend was trying to go to one.
Uh-huh.
Nosebleeds right now in New York.
1,000?
Go and make 10 of them.
No.
Oh yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Oh yeah, look it up. All right, man. See y'all tomorrow for Brent Martineau at OTAs. Jason Hamby, push the right buttons. I'm Austen Lane. Stay safe. Stay casual. Check you out tomorrow. Peace.
It's not just the best Kingfish tournament in Florida, it's the best in the Southeast. The 2026 Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout, presented by Yellowfin, is here June 13th, and the tournament has new expanded boundaries from New Smyrna Beach to St. Simon's Island. There's a $1,000 traveling angler bonus. The more nights you stay, the more chances you have to win, and you can win big. The grand prize is a 21-foot Yellowfin hybrid boat worth $130,000. Get your early entry now through May 31st, and get more details at oldschoolkingfish.com.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. My family has been part of the Nimnicht family for almost 20 of those 85 years, and I've told you about all the different vehicles that we've purchased. But it's not about the cars and the trucks. It's about the service and also the Nimnicht relationships that expand all around the community.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
That's it. Back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle, you still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors